Today's class is on the coverings of the brain. So, first we'll look into what are the coverings of the brain. So, if you look here, the brain and spinal cord are covered by a three membrane or called as meninges. So, remember the brain and the spinal cord are covered by a membrane. The membrane are called as, they are also called as meninges. So you have to know the names of these meninges. The names of these meninges are dura mater, arachnoid matter, and pia mater. These are the three coverings of the brain. So the three coverings are dura mater, arachnoid matter, and pia matter. So first we'll look into the part you're looking here. This is the layer you're looking, that is called as the dura mater. So what do you mean by dura mater? It is the outermost layer covering the brain. You can see this is the skull they have opened, and you can see here this is the layer. Okay, so it is the outermost layer covering the brain. This layer consists of two layers. The two layers are outer endosteal layer and inner meningeal layer. So remember, the dura mater consists of two layers, outer endosteal layer and the inner, the meningeal layer. So here you have to know something here. What is that is, the outer and the inner layer of dura mater are firmly adherent. They are very adherent, but in certain places where they are separated, they form a spaces. Those spaces are lined by endothelium and filled with blood. So such spaces consist of a sinuses. So those sinuses are called as dural venous sinuses. So remember, the spaces between them where you see the spaces are filled with the sinuses. So those sinuses are called as dural venous sinuses. So what you have to know here is that is about the sinuses. Then when you come to this one, inner meningeal layer. So the inner meningeal layer, they are reduplicated. So the inner meningeal layer which gets reduplicated and forms certain folds. So those folds are called as dural folds. So remember, the inner meningeal layer will reduplicate to form the folds. So those folds are called as dural folds. So next you know about dural folds. So there are four dural folds. So the four dural folds are falx cerebri, falx cerebelli, tentorium cerebella, and diaphragma cellae. So know the names of four dural folds. The four dural folds are falx cerebri, falx cerebelli, tentorium cerebelli, and diaphragma cellae. These are the four dural folds. So see here the four dural fold. This is the one you are seeing, that is called as falx cerebri. The one here you are seeing, that is called a falx cerebelli. The one here, this is called a tentorium cerebelli. The one which surrounds the pituitary gland, that is called as diaphragma cellae. So know the four dural fold: falx cerebri, falx cerebelli, tentorium cerebella, and one which covers the pituitary gland is called a diaphragma cellae. So first we'll look into the first dural fold, this one. What is this called? Falx cerebri. Falx cerebri, if you look, it is sickle shaped fold which dips into the longitudinal fissure between the two cerebral hemisphere. If you see, there are two cerebral hemisphere. Between the two cerebral hemisphere are separated by this one dural fold, that is called as falx cerebri. So it is a sickle shaped fold which dips into longitudinal fissure between the two cerebral hemisphere, thus separating them. The upper border, you can see the upper border, it consists of a sinus. That sinus is called as superior sagittal sinus, and the lower border is free, and this consists of one more sinus called as, here you can see this sinus is called as inferior sagittal sinus. So remember, falx cerebri consists of two sinuses. One is called superior sagittal sinus, one sinus present here is called inferior sagittal sinus. Next, what you are looking here, which is this? This is called as falx cerebelli. This separates the two cerebellum. You know cerebellum, right? So the two cerebellar hemisphere are separated by falx cerebelli. So know the name. Okay, so this contain here there is one more sinus present in this. That sinus is called as occipital sinus. So falx cerebellar consists of occipital sinus. Next, coming here, the here the sign what the fold dural fold you see that is called a tentorium cerebelli. Coming to tentorium cerebelli, a horizontal dome shaped fold which passes into the gap between the cerebellum. A horizontal dome shaped fold which passes into gap between the cerebellum and hinder the part of cerebrum, thus separating the cerebellar hemisphere from the posterior lobes of cerebrum. It meets, you can see, it meets the inferior layer. You can see here, it meets here. You see the tentor. It meets the inferior layer of the falx cerebri on its superior accept, and it is between them is enclosed by, here you see one sinus, no, that sinus is called as straight sinus. Next, the one more you're seeing here, it is called a diaphragm sellae, a circular fold of dura mater which overhangs. You can see the pituitary gland which overhangs the pituitary fossa, and it is attached to four glenoid processes. So, the pituitary gland is enclosed by a fold. That fold is called as the diaphragm sellae. So, remember here what you have to know is mainly the meninges. Okay, the three meninges there, dura mater, arachnoid mater, and the pia mater. Then in the dura mater, learn about two-fold, outer endosteal layer, inner meningeal layer. So next what you have to know, inner meningeal layer only it is rerubricated to form the foldings, okay, the dural folds. So what they are called as falx cerebri, falx cerebellar, tentorium cerebellar, and diaphragm sellae. Okay, this is about the meninges or the coverings of the brain. Thank you.